A midwife is someone who will see your potential, who will see your capacity for growth, and will speak positively to that, and will hold you accountable when you're afraid. They'll hold you accountable when you say you can't. They'll hold you accountable when you have legitimate reasons for why you will not. I thought you said you wanted to do this. I thought you said you wanted to be a global business icon. Why are you still local?
Come on.
I thought you said you wanted to work for yourself. Where's your business plan, girl? I thought you said you wanted a different life for you and your children. What have you started to do to prepare for their future? Have you talked to an investment person, a professional? Have you talked to anybody that's going to help you? Well, you know, I got off work and the traffic was, I had to go to soccer practice. That's all right, I'm giving you a minute to find you. I had to go take care of my mom. I had to go do all of it legitimate. A midwife will tell you, yeah, push.
That's right.
Back on focus. Because if you don't, have you ever seen a woman be pregnant for 10 years? It's impossible. Think about it. Have you ever seen anybody be pregnant for 10 years? So what's going on with that thing inside of you that you have not pushed out, manifested, or produced yet? You are incapable of being pregnant for 10 years. So why can't you say, I'm incapable of holding this thing for 10 years and not doing something with it, not acting on it, not producing it, not manifesting it? We don't challenge ourselves when we say, okay, I'm in my ninth month, my third trimester. At some point, whether I'm ready or not, a baby's coming.
That's right.
And something in your head, whether you had a baby or not, just goes into preparation mode. Whether you start getting spoons and salt and blankets, you don't know what you're pulling together, but you're trying to prepare.
That's right.
Sometimes you find yourself that way. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I'm preparing.
Yeah.
And I know if I keep pulling, if I keep preparing, if I keep moving, somebody is going to see themselves in me and say, I know what you're trying to do. Let me help you. I see me in you.
Yes.
I see me. I see me in you. Don't be afraid to have a midwife. A midwife is not there to be your friend. I'm an excellent midwife. I will piss you off, but I will also help you produce. I will. I will. Find somebody, whether it's a mentor, a coach, a business professional, a business consultant, someone who's going to hold your feet to the fire, and give yourself permission to be exceptional.
Yes.
Did you hear me?
Yes.
We as women dumb down so much when it comes to our giftings and our power and our level of expertise. If you spent 8 years and $1 billion to get your degree, master's degree,
That's right.
why in the world would you dumb down if you spent 4 years, if you spent 2 years, if you haven't earned a degree yet, but you've just amassed a lifetime of experience? Why in the world would you take what you call treasure and dumb it down so somebody else can be comfortable with their level?
Come
Please.
on. That's right.
That's right.
Why would you do that? We go into debt
That's right.
to equip ourselves for the level of successes we say we want.
That's right.
And so now when we've amassed the debt and the opportunity is in front of us, yeah, that's just what I do. Thank you. Really? Seriously?
Come on now. That's right.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
I'm not saying go in there and be arrogant and be dismissive and be harsh, but what I am saying is when you have worked to get here, when you've invested to get here, whatever your investment is, it's worth you saying, this is my power, this is my investment, I'm an expert at that. I'll help you with that. I'd love to show you how to do that. There are a lot of things I'm good at, there are a lot of things I'm not so good at, but the things I'm good at, honey, I am exceptional. But that's the level of confidence I think we as women need to exude in everyday life, in everyday leadership. Do that. Let's go on to the next one. And here's where it gets tricky and sticky. Past successes or failures are irrelevant. You know how it is. When someone asks us who we are, we start rattling off statistics. I've done dot, 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 dot. I've done, all I did was ask you your name. Can you tell me who you are first? Tell me who you are first. Can I connect with you? I want to connect with you. Outside of your stats. Sometimes we can create this pseudo-personality or this pseudo-person because we're afraid to either go past that point or we're afraid to let someone get close. We kind of just put up the stats. Yeah. This is who I am. I'm a success story. Don't touch it. It's fragile. Don't crack at it. Don't pull on me. I'm afraid. Or it could be your failures. I tried this before. It didn't work. Maybe this just isn't for me. And instead of pursuing it again, I won't. I'll close myself in. Whatever your story is, whether it's a past success or a past failure, it's not who you are. Have you ever seen the football player that's still stuck in the glory days? He's about 350 pounds, bald, stuff just not right anymore, a bad comb over, and he's still wearing the jersey. Have you seen the prom queen? And we all have seen her. Yes. Makeup is still 1967. Hair is still 1967. Clothes are still 1967 because, honey, that was me in my hay. I tore up 1967. Put a mud hole in 1989. Did that and stuck right there. And guys, ladies, I should say, lionesses, if you will, when we get stuck there and all we can say is what we've done in the past and we've stopped growing, we look just as irrelevant as those people do. Mm-hmm. People won't tell you that when you're out networking and mixing and doing what you do. Like, dang, she hadn't done anything lately? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. 19. What have you done lately? Have you grown? Have you expanded? Have you put on a different paradigm? What have you done lately? Mm-hmm. And when you get stuck there, you look just like that sister in 1967 and said, baby, that was my heyday, and I'm stuck right there. Mm-hmm. No growth. All you're basically saying is, I haven't grown past this point. Everybody around me has grown. Mm-hmm. I haven't grown past this point. Don't let that be your story. That's a very sad story. Carmichael Fletcher. Never mind, I got it. Thank you, baby. Lastly, have defiant faith. And I've used this quote before. Okay, now let me just preface this by saying I was raised in a God-fearing home, and my mom, who's sitting in the back of the room, raised me to be very polished, demure, classy, if you will. But then there's that side, my father, who is an outlaw and a renegade at heart. And he really was a part of the Old West in his mind. Okay, can you picture it? In his mind. This is a quote from my father. Baby, sometimes you have to know when to ask permission, beg a pardon, and not give a, don't say it. We don't tell our girls that a lot of times. Or we take, we have this thing where we just don't speak power. That's right. But at some point, really that statement is about choices. Yeah. Look at it, that statement is about choices. Ask permission, I know it. Beg a pardon, pardon me. And then there's that time when, you know what? It is what it is. Yeah. It kind of just is what it is. And you just walk through it. So I wanted to share that statement with you today. Sometimes you just gotta know when to hold on, know when to fold on, know when to walk away. Come on. While you're sitting at the table, time enough for counting. What? And if you gonna gamble, you gamble on you. I'm a good bet. Come on. All right, so y'all okay?
Oh, that was great.
I'm telling you, I grew up with Saks Fifth Avenue couture, mom, and the dirty, dirty South with my father. So I walk in two different paradigms all the time. And you just have to know what world to go into. I'm glad I have both of them. I make use of both worlds. Okay. I heard my mom. Persist, pursue, and then prevail. Persist, stay with it. Persistence is another, or it should be another form of faith. I know what you believe about your success based on what you do. Don't tell me you're the next up and coming. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. My sister, everybody. Thank you. Don't tell me you want to lose 50 pounds by next Tuesday. That one. Don't give it to me. Don't give it to me. Don't give it to me. Just don't do it. Don't tell me you want to be healthier and you won't eat right. You won't go to the doctor and get your checkups. You make every excuse for why you take your kids to the doctor and see about them and you don't. You miss your spa days when you finally get time for one. You miss it and then go do something for somebody else. Oh, I just need to, oh, that's okay, I'll put myself. And it's the preacher talking to the choir. Amen. She said amen. So I know what level of success you want based on what you do. Pursue. Go for it. You can't persist without what? Come on, read with me. You can't persist without
action.
Come on, that's not a four-letter word.
Yes, you cannot persist without action.
Boom. Yeah. Can't persist without action. Move on what you believe. What's faith telling you?
Yes.
And who is faith calling you?
Answer.
Okay. She jumped ahead of me. There you go. Boom. She said, answer. Okay. Lastly, prevail. Success, as you have defined it, is available to you. Yes. Whatever your definition of success is, it is completely available to you. You define it. You do. You're empowered to do that. All right? Now, Kari, do you have that nice little song downloaded? Okay. While she's doing that, a couple of things. We'll talk more about information on membership later. The organization is growing. If you'd like to become a member of Roar Women's Network, $55 a year gets you membership, and it also gets you discounts on all of the upcoming events. In May, I'll go ahead and share it with you now. We have a wellness retreat that's coming up 2 days. We'll talk about the balance of power. We'll talk about health issues. We'll talk about grief. We'll talk about all those things that impact us as women and have an effect on our level of success. In that, we'll have a slumber party. We're going to do some dance offs. We're going to do some meditation. We're going to talk to a grief counselor. So whatever your level of loss is, we're going to heal that and get past that stuff so it doesn't keep coming up to haunt you. Amen. We're going to do that in May. In June, we're going to have a mother-daughter tea. So whether you're a mother or daughter, it doesn't matter. Bring somebody that you value with you and start hat shopping. Because we're going to do the old school pink lady hats and come in real demure and stomp the cat walk. Okay? That's June. July, it escapes me. In August, we have some back-to-school activities because we're big in this organization on growing and building the next generation. I have another nonprofit called Legacy Leadership Institute for Girls, where our focus is STEM. We help girls who want to go into science, technology, engineering, and math. We assist them with scholarships, and we also help buy whatever they need, whether it's software or materials, whatever they're needing to grow in the math and science areas, we support that. And primarily my focus is Spring ISD. A lot of what we do in August probably will be focused on that. September, to be announced. October is a huge real estate expo that we have coming up on April the 24th. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. And I also want to mention my colleague here, Denise Hadnot. She will be working with me on that particular event. Ladies, that one's going to be huge. Rita Santa Maria, founder of Champions Real Estate School, will be the moderator and the speaker. She's coming behind this. She's putting her force behind that brand. The brand that you all are sitting here talking to. Remember that vision board I talked to y'all about? Yeah. Come and say real.
Real?
Real. Yeah, it is. It's real. Mm-hmm. So, she'll be there. We'll be targeting first-time home buyers, women. We're just targeting women. First-time home buyers, veterans. We'll be talking to divorced moms who want to rebuild their credit and get themselves back up and running. We'll also talk about women who want to become investors. You want to become a power broker in this industry? Houston is a climate, a hotbed for success in real estate. It's a hotbed. So you say, well, that's not my industry. That's not where I come from. We're going to walk you through how to do that in some upcoming mastermind classes. We're going to talk to you about how to become a viable player in the game here in Houston. It's not just for the big boys. For the big girls too. Come on. So we'll bring all that together. November, we're going to do a Thanksgiving event where it won't just be your traditional Thanksgiving feast. What we'll do is take nominations from women who have been excellent in whatever industry, primarily business, education, and social civic service. And we're going to honor them and thank them for their service during the Thanksgiving feast. We'll also have some of the speakers and all that kind of thing, and we'll also support, did somebody call you? We'll support the Houston Food Bank as well. That's November. December, we're going to have a black tie, just free-for-all celebration. And we're just going to party, and when I say party, we do that responsibly. We still do it as ladies, okay? Yes. We party as ladies. Now, you cannot be a big lioness and go out there and, and show, My point exactly. Please don't say that you're a pink lioness and we see you on Facebook talking about, we turned out. We turned it out. Our imposter. Not with the brand. She is not in the deal. She is fucking road liner. She's not even a lion. She's just some old cat out there. You don't know who she is. We don't do road cats. We don't do road cats. We're lionesses. Not road cats. So please don't be on Facebook turning it up with roar behind your name. I'm coming after you. Okay, so that's what's going on. So ladies, your membership to this organization is full of benefits, okay? Now, all of those wonderful toys and supplies and doodads that you have on your desk, I want you now to begin envisioning what your present and what your future looks like. Do a vision board. You design it. And the reason why I want you to do the vision board, this is your design. This is your definition of what success looks like pardon me, what success looks like to you. So, with your rustic boards, because we have no scissors, begin planning and defining how pretty, how powerful, how dynamic your future looks. Begin, and I'll see if I can get the music turned back on.